Why do we listen to the teachings? See, no understanding of the reality of the five khandhas. Like sanya now, it's not known, but it's there. Feeling is there now, it's not known. And other mental practice citasikas are not known. Even the citta, that is the chief of experiencing the object right now, it's not known. Yeah. That's why it is the understanding from hearing and considering to have firm confidence of the truth. So true, so it can be developed to the degree that it can realize the truth. Otherwise, it's useless to listen to the truth of it right now. But to know that it can be object of understanding, because it's this moment, it's there now, it's not far away at all. So close, the closest reality is there now. See, hear, think.
Robert asked, is there anything else? And you said that's why you need the Paramis. Can you say a little more how the Paramis are important?
Okay. Without understanding the characteristic of Panya, can there be any Panya? We use the word right understanding of what? Understanding what? And what is right, according to its nature or its truth.
We talk about right understanding of
and
what appears.
Without wholesome reality, can there be the letting go of unwholesomeness? For example now, who knows, there is ignorance, 3 moments after seeing, on and on and on, each moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. But by hearing about the truth, that is so very subtle, but right understanding can begin to understand the truth a little clearer at a time, that when there is ignorance, there cannot be understanding. And only the moment of wholesomeness, that ignorance is not there. Otherwise, it's there.
So, John, what you're saying is that the Paramis help in the sense that at that moment there's no ignorance is being accumulated. Is that?
For example, when there's right understanding, it's so wholesome because it understands correctly. Understanding the truth, just like this conditioned moment of understanding what is wholesome and what is not wholesome. And seeing more, understanding more about the value of wholesomeness, it conditions more moment of wholesomeness. Otherwise, there must be the accumulation of unwholesome realities on and on. And how can the truth be realized?
And that part I understand, that if there's right understanding, there's understanding what is wholesome, what is unwholesome, and there will be more wholesome compared to unwholesome. But I still am not clear as to why, how particular kind of wholesomeness, what we call parami, supports understanding.
Because at that moment there's no ignorance and unwholesome realities.
But any kind of, not all kinds of wholesome paramis.
And the understanding intellectually condition the moment of understanding what is there to develop.
So it seems that it is the understanding which is...
Sure.
And so... and we know that understanding is itself wholesome at that time, no ignorance. So, and although we know that kusala will develop with more understanding, there will be less akusala. Is there a need to refer to the paramis? Why not just more understanding?
Without panya, no matter how much kusala is there, they cannot be parami at all. Even one give a lot, yes. See, it cannot be parami. But even just giving a little with understanding the truth of seeing the benefit of wholesomeness, at that moment is not the moment of the accumulation of ignorance.
But that time it's because understanding is being developed, so understanding accumulates.
For example, we come here Otherwise we have more akusala. See? Otherwise, why do we come? Why do we listen to the truth? If we don't see the danger of akusala, but it's not in words at all, by nature, by accumulation. It's their understanding what is more beneficial.
Kusala is beneficial, all kinds of kusala is
So
beneficial.
we come here and listen, and coming here, be truthful to the truth, it's parami too. More confidence is also parami, letting go. What we take for, it's time to do such and such, but it's not like the moment of understanding.
So, Achan, I understand that all kusala is beneficial, all akusala is harmful, and panya is beneficial, but I still don't see how the kusala supports panya.
Okay, kusala when you are not at your business, at home or anywhere, but understanding the truth and understanding itself develops. See, otherwise how can it develop?
So understanding can understand anything, and that time understanding develops.
And the benefit of kusala and panya among all the arising conditioned realities, panya is the best. Because it can understand. Why do we come here? Just to have more understanding. At that moment, we let go the business that we would like to do, or what is important as usual, because it's time to have more understanding.
Yes, understanding is, and that's why I listen, and
so
Robert listens.
The more understanding, what is in one life gets better and better in kusala.
Let's talk about dana parami for a second, just as an example for what Sukinda's talking about. Because I've been reading the Dhammapada commentary again recently, and they give examples such and such. During the time of Vipassana Buddha, he gave a robe to a Buddha, for example, and that because of that he went on in existence, and this was the cause for him to become an arahat during the time of Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. So I'm just wondering, the dana, that type of dana, because he was, it was a difficult thing to give. Maybe it was, for example, one of them, it was his only robe, but still he gave to this the Buddha. And I'm thinking the dana must be with wisdom, because somehow he had to recognize that the Buddha is a special type of being, and there must be wisdom there. It's not like giving to a beggar or something. There's a different type of citta that is doing this sort of dana. So wisdom is integral to that dana, to that parami, I guess, if that's correct, Ajahn.
Mm-hmm. Because you see that we do not just hope to have more understanding coming here, but there can be the understanding that without hearing, considering more and more, it's impossible to let go ignorance and all kinds of unwholesome realities. And it's not need to think about it at all, or to see the benefit of it and then come. But it's the nature from understanding. Mm-hmm.
It is there already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why earlier I was talking about accumulation. So I believe that it's not just accumulation of understanding, it's accumulation of all kinds of kusala that is important. But what I'm trying to understand is the mechanism. You understand my point? Of how particular kinds of kusala actually have direct influence on the path, the development of understanding.
And what is the path?
It's understanding.
Wholesome.
It is wholesome, yes.
See? So understand the value of wholesomeness. And panya is the best of all.
Okay.
Yes.
So, now I get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If there cannot be understanding without understanding that understanding itself is wholesome. So, understanding that it is wholesome means understanding the value of all wholesome. Okay.
And it works its way unknowingly. What direction of each moment? Kind word, yeah. For example, kind words, how come? Very friendly words, how come? Not forced to do that or not think about wholesomeness and the benefit, but it becomes one's nature, develop in its own way, unknowingly, change from usual habits to be more wholesome, more delicate, more intricate, unknowingly.
That reminds me of a question. I once heard in one of your Thai talks some time ago, I don't remember exactly the contents, but the basic point was that you were talking about different kinds of dana.
Mm-hmm.
Some people give with expectation, some without expectation, with many kinds, many levels. So is that also, what does that show? I mean, I'm sure that people give without expectation, even if they're in people who are not interested in Dhamma.
It shows another's.
That is for sure, yeah. But I'm wondering whether that is also certain other accumulations or just by habit?
Another's.
Another's, okay.
Beginning to understand another's more and more.
Why is that related to anathanas? Why is that beginning to understand?
Because we talk about another's, but we don't know whether this moment is anatta.
Yeah, like habits and so on, that's all anatta, yeah, just accumulations and hearing and so on, yeah, different conditions.
To enroot the understanding of another's.
No I at all, it's just conditions and accumulations and so on, just working their way, that's all.
So the Ariya Satya, so very valuable, is understanding the truth of anatta from the beginning to the end.
Yes, Tanachan, I think this is... You never stress this enough. I mean, because without understanding of anatta from the very beginning, there's no... Then it's easy to go wrong. Very easy to go to. It's all with the idea of self.